Welcome to the start of my Morrowind Let's Play. I'm making this series to give myself an excuse to play this game again, while at the same time trying out something new, and also to give my friends something potentially interesting to watch. I will be providing commentary as I play, about the game, my thoughts and impressions, random topics, whatever. This is session 0, where we will cover character creation and set up rules for the playthrough. Therefore, you don't really need to watch this video, you can skip it if the overly long intro doesn't interest you. The rules I'm setting for myself are as follows. 1. I will not be using mods, but I do have the Tribunal and Blood Moon expansions installed. I am bound to Morrowind by a lot of nostalgia, and I feel that mods, even purely visual ones, would detract from my experience playing the game. 2. I will not be using exploits, alchemy into fortify intelligence, abusing the enchant skill and similar stuff. I will, however, use the console as I see fit. The game is buggy as hell and I might need to disable collision if I get stuck in terrain before I learn the levitate spell, for instance. Also, I will enable God mode to gain infinite carrying capacity if I have to move houses. 3. I will not use the UESP wiki to get information about quests, NPCs, items, etc. I have to navigate the world by talking to the NPCs and by memory, as I've poured some hours into the game. Enough to be decent at it, but not enough to know everything, so it will be interesting. 4. I will try to die as little as possible. This means avoiding risks and backing out of fights. If I get myself in some hot water, I will try to escape by using an intervention spell before preparing better and trying again. If, or probably more accurately when, I die, I might give myself some sort of penalty. Maybe use the console to give myself a bounty and spend some time in jail to simulate time recovering from injuries, maybe. 5. I will not save scum to rig conversation and combat outcomes. If you see me saving, it's so that I don't lose progress if the game crashes on me. 6. I will try to roleplay as much as possible. It's meant to be a role-playing game after all, and I want my character to have some character. We'll see how that one goes. Okay, I wonder how many of these rules I will break by the end of the playthrough. Okay, time to get started.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
I'm gonna call us Eno Andrethi. That's a good Dunmer name.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Okay, you weirdly walking person. God, I love Morrowind. It's very good to be back.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Yeah, okay.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
And here we see a silt strider. I remember, when you're a kid and you boot up the game for the first time and you see this thing and you're like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Anyways.
We finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Okay, time to make our character. Like I said, we'll be playing a Dunmer. Now let's make our Dunmer thug. Okay, yeah, this looks like a convict that's just been released on parole. No tattoos, no piercings, but oh well, you can't have everything, right?
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
I picked Dunmer because, well, they're the natives of Morrowind, they're the most common race.
Head on in.
And they get a bonus to speed, if I'm not mistaken, so we can move like almost at a normal pace.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Okay, I don't feel like taking the quiz. The pre-generated classes are garbage, so we're gonna fill out the forms ourselves. That means making a custom class. Okay, major skills are those that get a major bonus, like 20 points or something. I'm gonna take Spear, because it's my favorite weapon type in Morrowind. Long blade, there's a lot of good long blades and I don't want to miss out on that. Medium armor, my favorite. And let's take some spell casting. Mysticism, this will let us cast teleportation, soul trap, and I believe levitation spells, so very useful. And restoration, yes, for healing and buffing our stats. Armor is good, so we can maintain our equipment so it doesn't break. We're gonna take heavy armor as our secondary armor type. We're gonna wear a mix of medium and heavy, mostly medium with some heavy bits thrown in. Then I'm gonna take alchemy, so the game actually shows me what potions and ingredients do. Also gonna take speechcraft to have an easier time persuading, taunting and bribing NPCs, as well as security for picking all those pesky locked chests and doors in dungeons and people's homes. Okay, we're gonna name our class mercenary. Yes, specialization is combat because it fits our playstyle of going in with a weapon and wearing heavy armor. Attributes that gain a bonus will be strength and luck. Endurance is a good choice, but I'm gonna go with luck because luck is pretty difficult to raise otherwise. We're not gonna bother with a class description.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Here I'm gonna go for the lady for a 25 boost in personality and endurance. Endurance will give us more hit points every level, and personality makes NPCs like us more. Also, you will notice that the tapestries in this room are actually the warrior, the mage, and the thief birth signs. I'm gonna have a look and see. This the thief, the mage, and the warrior.
This information is correct.
Yeah, everything's fine. Let's just click OK.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Okay, so we pick up the papers. And many players also like to steal this limeware platter, but like I said, we're gonna be role-playing. I don't think anyone with, you know, a shred of common sense would steal something after being released on parole in a room
Continue through
in
to the
plain
next
view of a
building and
guard,
talk to
a
Sully's
named
Gravis.
guard. Gunsiel, what the fuck kind of name is that? Anyways, off we go. We close the door. We're not barbarian. Okay, sure, it wants us to take the dagger, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna read a note. Says, Hriskar, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Gunsiel. So that's the guard we just met. Apparently making a bet with Hriskar. I think that's another guard. Okay, Flynn, that's alcohol, whiskey I think. We're gonna take it. There's a lockpick lying on the table, so we're taking that as well. Here's also some alcohol, mazte, who knows, I'm gonna take it, it buffs strength, so that's good. There's also a book about birth signs, I think, about constellations. Now we're in the basement, some nice kegs with buckets. We're not gonna steal buckets, we're not Mitten Squad. Let's see, a soul gem, nah, another soul gem. So they have a basement with their soul gem baskets. Let's see what they keep in the sacks. Ooh, the wax that's worth 100 gold pieces, I'll take that. They probably don't know they even have it down here, so I don't think they'll miss it. Other than that, there's just some garbage. And more wax and a feather of a cliff racer. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of those by the end of the game. And the bedroll that we can use for sleeping. Okay, now before we continue, I'm gonna just take a moment to fix my controls. Subtitles on, always use best attack. Let's see. Activate, we're gonna put on E. Let's see. Jump is gonna be space. Toggle POV is middle mouse button, and menu mode is gonna be tab. And I think that's it. Okay. Where was I? Oh, let's pick this little chest they left here. Since nobody is looking, they left it with a very poor lock, and we're gonna take their money. Okay, moving on. We walk into the courtyard. Okay, and here's a barrel. Whoops. That has a ring of healing. We're gonna take that. We're gonna need it for later. And the tutorial now tells us how to use magic, but you know. Okay, here's the guy we have to report to. He gives us some money, a coded message, and directions to our parole officer, Caius Cosades. We need to find him in Balmora, doesn't know exactly where, but tells us to ask around in the South Wall Corner Club. Okay, let's see what he has to say about Balmora. A whole lot of nothing. Okay, moving on. Okay, now that we've completed the short form tutorial, I think we're gonna cap it here. And well, thank you for watching and see you next time.